Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to All Under the Squirrel Tree. I know I'm looking in the wrong place now. Let's see. Can we fix this? Can we do this? No, I'm going to have to just hope that I remember. Do you know that I am looking at you in my heart? Normally. We're not going to worry about it. Excuse me. So I have Temu. 2 orders of Temu. And I found another light that I hope will help. But right now it's just blinding me so I can't see anything. I'm very thirsty, so excuse me. And I had my little operation on Wednesday, a week ago tomorrow. And I'm feeling pretty good. Good enough to sit here and make a video anyway. There are 3 things that I can't show you because I wore them, 2 dresses, but I will show you pictures. And one thing that I can't show you because it's just too freaking huge, but I'm really happy with it, so let's get, no, we don't want that. We want, I'll get there. Should I stop this? Your orders delivered. We'll do these first and get them out of the way. See, okay. Receipt. And they're not in that order. Oh wait, maybe it is. Maybe the one is. Yes, the one is. Okay, this one was, I got one of those spinny, you get so much % off. So this very large one, I got the largest size, and it fits my queen size bed very nicely. Yeah, I got 60 by 60. 60 by 90. That's what I got. And it is this very soft, lovely blanket. Guy didn't come with, just a blanket. It is the Blue Willow pattern that I absolutely love. I paid $2.53 for it because of some credit and some spinning deal thing. It was actually a fairly good price before the credit too. Anyway, that was that one. And then delivered. Then I got this lovely dress. I'm much more comfortable in dresses than I am in pants. And that it was $24.20, but I did have some credit on it, so I don't think I paid that much. I got that dress, and then this one. Trying to see where I can get it without the ring light in it. They're very pretty. They're very comfortable. They're not. This one was $17. They're not, obviously top quality. They're like this one. This was another Temu dress. It's sort of like a good quality bathing suit. The fabric. But it is comfortable, and that's the main thing. So, on with the rest of the stuff that I can actually show you. The final thing that I needed, I think, for my nativity scene was some very thin skewers to hang the, or to attach little stars to. So we got these. There was, oh, I don't know how many of them now. A lot. 50 maybe? And they are really thin. They're barbecue skewers, but they're exactly what I need. Nice and thin. I can paint them black and then put the little glow-in-the-dark stickers, stars on them. So happy with that. They were $4.35 for the, this won't come out to see how many of them. Yeah, a lot. 100 maybe? I don't know. A lot. And then I got some little 1-inch wooden discs to make some more tuits. These were $1.44. These are really nice wood, but they've got a little raise on them, so I can, oh, pardon me, itchy nose. I can use resin in them. Make anything with them, not just tuits. And of course, it wouldn't be a Temu haul without jewelry. This was $2.43. One of the more expensive rings I bought. What's a good fit? It's going to be hard to see. It's actually even hard to see when I'm looking at it like this. But it is a Scottish thistle. And it's very pretty, and it fits nicely. So $2.43, I'm really happy. I better move that, or I'll end up throwing it out by mistake. And then I got this. And I tried it, and it doesn't work. But then I realized I'm trying it wrong. So I'm going to watch the little video. I mean, it's not complicated. It's just I didn't spend a whole lot of time. It's to clean your glasses, which I'm not wearing, or your phone screen. And I thought that you just went like this. But you don't, because that just smears whatever's on it. There's a little cloth inside. Now, there's this side. And that's a little spongy thing. And then that little cap goes back on. And then there's this side, and it's got the little cloth. So I'm not sure how it all works. I'm sure it's not terribly complicated, but I'll figure it out. I just wanted something that I could, you know, like keep handy, and because you know how screens get, right? Especially if you wear makeup, which I don't wear makeup. I have worn makeup, but I don't usually wear it. This was $1.84. So $1.21 for 100 pieces. These are those little cap. They look like shower caps, but they're to cover your bowls and pots and stuff with. I use them mainly for covering up Opal's can of cat food. But it's like this, and then just like a little shower cap. They're too small for shower caps. You couldn't use them for that. But they stretch out. And then they go over like that. As I said, I use the larger cans of cat food for Opal. And I know that they've got the washable plastic lids, but I'd always seem to lose them, or they get stained and yucky and make me grossed out. It's $1.21 for 100 of them. And just like the other things, I will use them a couple of times before I absolutely throw them out. Now this I got for my bus pass. And it's credit card cover. I don't know that I would actually want to cover my bank card with it. but I would cover my bank, what do you call this? You call this bus pass with it. That one's my friend's because it's got Woodstock on it. He's been to Woodstock. This was $1.68. So I got one before. It was a black cat, but I wrecked it when I was peeling it off. Trying to like put it on, I wrecked it. I got this little mold. Too late for Christmas. Well, not really. And it doesn't just have to be for Christmas. I mean, I could make them for Christmas for next year. It's just a nice little ornament mold for resin. And I will make one soon and show you because I've got... Ooh, shouldn't bend over so deeply with stitches. Mixed to mold ceramic resin. I got this from Dollarama, and I think it was $5. There's no price actually on it, but it's just like regular resin, only white. You can color it, but I will probably do a video showing this because it's quick cure. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to show us up. Never mind. I'll tell you when it comes. Time comes. 3 steps. You measure the powder, measure the water, mix it till smooth, pour it into the mold and let it cure for 60 minutes. So I'm going to give that a try. Especially try, you know, like different colors and things like that, because I've got quite a lot of like alcohol inks and stuff like that, but I don't know if they'll work in that particular type of acrylic or resin. Excuse me. Thank you. Now these I got $1.82 for 100 of them. Wait, I always pick up everything upside down. It doesn't matter how many. I only needed a couple. I'm sure I'll find many uses for them. But they are, I don't even know what they're called. I forgot to look and see what they're called. Pins, they're just little pins, but I thought that they would work. Excuse me, that's the only one. Oh, come on now. Problems, are they taped? Ah, it's taped. Whatever. They look like that. They've got little loops on the end of them. I got them for my little jewelry display thing so that I could hang earrings off them properly. So yeah, so there's that. $182. $1.82 for like 100 of them. And then I got this fridge magnet. I got this fridge magnet. 2 of my very favorite things on it. It was $2.44. These little, maybe we can get it right in the middle. A little squirrel sitting in front of a slice of watermelon. And then there's the magnet. So, hopefully that's a good strong magnet because I don't like them dropping and so on and so forth. But as soon as I saw that, I knew I had to have it. Just squirrels and watermelon together, you don't see that very often. Squirrels and cardinals together. This may sound a little morbid and overreactive and silly, but anesthetic scares me. And I was going into surgery worrying about not coming out of surgery because of the anesthetic. So I wanted to get, this is so terrible, I wanted to get my kids something that would make them smile and think of me. And I found this. Oh, it's gonna... Let's see, will this... No, that's not gonna work either. Oh. Come on now. Okay, well, let's see if we can see it. It's just a little squirrel and a cardinal. And it's, obviously, you can see it's see-through, like those plastic stained glass. And it comes with a pretty cord to hang it up. And they were actually only $3.19 each. I got 2 of them. And they're just very, very sweet for whatever reason. And speaking of sweet, I have my little neighbor next door, well, my neighbor's granddaughter. And she is going to be 6, I think, 6 or 7 at the end of the month, at the end of February. This was $3.19, little birthday card, but it's a pop-up card. It's got a spot where you can write, like, happy birthday to my friend. And then it pops down. This is the little girl that loves squirrels as much as I do. And it's a little squirrel and a hedgehog. Isn't that adorable? Worth every penny of the $3.19. So I was just flabbergasted when I saw. My gabber was flaccid when I saw that. But definitely have to get that for her. And I was quite pleased with the price too. I've seen some pop-up cards on Temu that were more expensive. And it wouldn't have mattered because something that special is that special. Same goes for this. This was $4.61. Whoops. And it comes with sticky things to hang it, but I've got my own sticky stuff to hang it. It's Van Gogh's Starry Night, but with a squirrel. You think I like squirrels? And it's not an acrylic sun catcher one. It's on wood or pressboard or whatever they want to call that. My throat's still a little icky from, I guess, combination of cold and, what do you call it, that intubation and stuff. This was one of my, this was like $6 and something, and I got it for 58 cents. It was another one of those, you spin and it's like 90% off or whatever, and then you get a second spin and get an additional 20% off or what. Anyway, yeah, it ended up costing me 58 cents. And it's clay glaze. Gloss varnish clay glaze. And it's just a small bottle. But for 58 cents, it's definitely worth 58 cents. And you can use it on Fimo, polymer clays, any type of clay that you want to give like bread dough clay, anything that you want to give it a nice protective, glossy finish to. More Van Gogh. Van Gogh, Van Gogh, Van Gogh. There's a meme on Facebook, it's Van Gogh, and then the next one is kind of faded a little bit. It says Van Going, and then the last frame, it's an empty frame, and it says Van Gone. Really dumb, but it made me laugh. Now, I have this in a poster in my kitchen, but this one's going to go on on my vest. It's Van Gogh's flowers, sunflowers, but of course there's a little black cat knocking them off the table. Because of course there is. Because that's what cats do. I love that. Oh, I forget, it was $1.28. No, this was $2.03. And I got it to go with my collection of pretty things to look at on my wall. And it's not going to open, so I'm going to cut it. Because I don't mind fiddling for a second, but I do not want to fiddle forever and ever and ever. And what did I say I paid for it? 203. And it's actually a pin. So I'm not sure how I might just rip the pin off and stick it to the wall, or I might put it on my vest. I don't know. It's just pretty. Little brooch. Little brooch. These are, I even put a note on the bag with an arrow pointing up so that I wouldn't spill them, and I spilled them. They're little head pins. Unfortunately, they're littler than I thought. They're only that big, but they're still useful. And there is 100 of them for $1.24. Now I'm going to put them there so that they don't fall out all over the place. Because I'm liking the idea of getting back into some jewelry making and making beads and things like that. And those will be good for that, actually. Oh, then I got this. Besides, this is so much junk. Really got to stop buying the rings. I have a lot of rings. $1.99. Oh, just a teeny tiny bit too small. Fits that finger better. Oh, can you see it? It's really pretty. It looks like two rings together. Oh, it looks like two rings together, but it's not. Oh, it's not. I can't get it off. Okay, we'll take it off after. Yeesh. Oh well, at least it matches my outfit. It's pretty. Just a little green. Looks like a little emerald with some pretty carving around the ring part. And then we get into the end. Guess what? It's another ring. Actually, I think it's two rings, a set. And this set was $2.59. And I like their ring sets. They're quite nice. You can't see it with this one in the way now, or that one. These they come off a lot easier. It's this one. This little black stone, black metal ring. And then this one, those little, I don't know if you can see the little spark, but those little teeny sparkles are just like little black crystals. I really would like to get this finger. I don't want to get my finger off. There. There we go. Yeah. So there's my Temu collection. And then the last thing I got was, I actually have one of these, another one of these, but they're bigger sizes. Just little plastic glow-in-the-dark stars. Well, there's stars and moons, but I only want the stars. For the nativity scene, because I'm going to have lots of little stars and then some bigger stars. So, that is all my Temu stuff. Now I can put my feet out. Because, yeah, I'm sitting all cramped up. So, yeah, so I went to the hospital Wednesday morning, got there at 5, nothing open till 5:30. Got all signed in and everything and prepped, and as I was laying on the table, the surgeon and the anesthetist, this knockout guy, noticed my tattoos. We started talking about the tattoos, and one of the nurses asked me which one was my favorite. And I said, well, every one of them has a special meaning, so they're all my favorite, But I always loved this one, and I showed her my little squirrel one. And she goes, oh, you like squirrels? Wrong thing to ask me. I said, oh, yes, I do. And started telling her a little bit. This is while they're putting in all the IVs and things. Telling her a little bit about my squirrels that I've had in the past. And yeah, when I came out of the anesthetic, I was talking about squirrels. So I think I have a bit of a preoccupation. I may have a problem. Yeah, I was worried I would wake up and say something to like the anesthetic. The anesthetist was a very good-looking young man, emphasis on the young, but still very handsome. And I was so worried I was going to wake up and say something stupid like, you're hot. Or you want to go for coffee? Something dumb. But no, well, I don't know if it's not any smarter, but no, I woke up talking about squirrels. So that was funny. And then in the recovery, I actually was talking to a lady who really likes squirrels too. So we had a really good conversation. The whole hospital stay was nothing but squirrels. Squirrels and ginger ale. I was only in for 10 hours. No, well, surgery started at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I was in recovery by 10:30. But then I had to stay in recovery for quite a few hours because I couldn't get my oxygen levels up. They would come up and then they would fall. And they have to start every 20 minutes. So, yeah, I was there until like 10 o'clock at night. But we got home. My kid Nick came with me. Came and picked me up and took a picture of me on the phone with the taxi company, trying to get a taxi. And Nick took a picture of me. And if I ever get really brave one day, maybe I'll show you. Because I looked absolutely miserable. But I wasn't. I was happy to be going home. Happy to know that I had, treats at home and my wonderful, adorable kid at home and my other wonderful, adorable kid a few cities away working on my beautiful grandson. So yeah, I'm very happy. Little sore, little cranky, like I said, but very happy. Everything went really well, and I have a follow-up appointment the end of January. And they sent everything off for biopsies and all that stuff. And which I guess is, standard procedure. And yeah, I'll go for the follow-up on the 26th. And hopefully have another Temu haul by then. But there's a few things, little projects that I'm working on or getting ready to work on. I'm still at the point where sitting for any length of time or anything for any length of time is a little uncomfortable, but better day by day. And I'm honestly down to where they gave me some fairly strong painkillers, but I've stopped using them. I'm just using extra strength Tylenol, which helps absolutely fine. So yeah, definitely on the mend. So it's been rainy here, either snowy or rainy or snow and rain. And right now it's doing the snow rain thing. So we really haven't gone out for walks. But the weekend's supposed to be warmer. I know it's only Tuesday, but the weekend is supposed to be better. So, well, fingers crossed. And go see some squirrels. Then I can talk about them if I ever have to have surgery again. Anyway, thanks for sitting with me. If you've got any questions about anything that I ordered, or if you want to see anything that I've ordered in the past, if you want to have an update on it, let me know. And say hi. Give me one of these things, or one of these things. But yeah, just let's chat, okay? See you around the dray. Bye.